So this is a question I saw on Reddit where someone came through and asked, they had a DMV hearing and no one is there. So let's talk about what they're going through right here. In California, when you're arrested for driving under the influence, the Department of Motor Vehicles is required by law, just based on an arrest, to suspend your license from 4 months up to 1 year. However, you can appeal this suspension, but in order to do so, you need to file with the Department of Motor Vehicles within 10 days of your arrest a request for an administrative hearing. So, what's that 10 days from? The 10 days is from the arrest. So really, that's kind of the rule of thumb on it. But really, that 10 days is sparked when the officer gives you what's called a DS-367. It's like a pink form they give you after you get your DUI. They take your license away and give you this pink form saying, hey, if you don't do anything in 10 days, the Department of Motor Vehicles is going to suspend your license from 4 months up to 1 year. So what this person did on Reddit is this person requested that administrative hearing. And because they requested that hearing, they have a hearing date. Those hearings are done via Microsoft Teams with the California Department of Motor Vehicles. These hearing officers will typically have about 4 or 5 hearings in one afternoon. So one hearing can take more than 30 minutes, which is the time they usually allot for. I've had hearings last for up to 2 hours because we had a number of witnesses. So if these go long, then you're just sitting in that queue with Microsoft Teams waiting for your hearing to be called. So what do we do in this situation when we're waiting? We normally will call the Department of Motor Vehicles Administrative Hearing Unit and say, hey, what's going on? We're logged in. Sometimes a hearing officer might have to take a day off or, there's an emergency so they can't have it. So they'll log it in, and what they'll do is they'll usually set it for another hearing date. Most of the time what they say is the hearing officer is busy, so just stay on the queue, or the hearing officer will give us a call. What you don't want to do, though, is you don't want to log off and just say, okay, I guess nothing's happening. Because if they log on for that hearing and you're not there, that's an automatic suspension on your license. It's called a default judgment, and they'll hold it against you. So you waited all that time, did all that work for nothing. So if you're ever on hold or waiting or anything else and you don't have a lawyer, just call the administrative office and let them know, hey, you're waiting. What's going on here? All right. So don't log off. Take care. If you have any more questions, just comment below. Thank you.